Hello Vinyl Community, Mike from MikeGuitar007 here, coming at you live with another vinyl record video. And today this one is for my good friend David Newton. So as you guys know, I've just reached 300 subscribers and now plus, so thank you guys very much. But my good friend David Newton is just about there, and he wants to celebrate his almost milestone and to try to push his way there with his own contest. Me and David apparently has joined a VC around the same time. We discovered that a couple months ago, and no, he wants to get to 300, rightfully so, I understand. I was the same way, and this contest is to get that to happen. So he has two simple questions for us to answer. One is name 5 songs that you hear out and about on the radio, wherever, that you are sick of hearing. And the opposite, 5 songs you hear on the radio or out and about that you don't mind, no matter how overplayed they were or are. So, I'm going to go with the ones that I can't stand first. And I have all these on physical media except for one, and the one I don't have on physical media is going to surprise y'all, so. But, first one, from 2010, this is Sugarland's The Incredible Machine, yeah. The song Stuck Like Glue. Drives me nuts. Throughout the years, I've grown accustomed to it. Don't hate it as much, but if I never hear that fucking song again, I'm good. Stuck Like Glue by Sugarland. This one might have a glare. I think this is 2010 too. Yeah, this is 2010 too. The band Perry had the whole thing here, but the band Perry. If I Die Young. If I Die Young, bury me in satin and lay me down with a bed of roses. So, ugh. Deep song. I get it. First couple times I heard it, I enjoyed it. Then I started learning the meaning of it. It just made me depressed. And now I've heard it so many times, I just get angry every time I hear this song now. So, If I Die Young by the band Perry. Can't stand it. The next song is the one that will surprise people that I don't have on physical media. Dream Theater only had one radio hit, and that would be Pull Me Under from their debut album, Images and Words. I like the song, but I've heard it so many freaking times I don't need to hear it anymore. So, Dream Theater's Pull Me Under. Next would be pretty much anything by this band I don't need to hear anymore, but specifically, Every Breath You Take by The Police. I mean, how many times are we going to hear this stupid song? Even Roxanne and Message in a Bottle, Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic, even those are overplayed, but for whatever reason, this one is the one that, drives me nuts. But I'm not the biggest Police fan anyway, so. And then last, and maybe least? I don't know. Last and not least? I don't know. But Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. I enjoy this song quite a bit, but I've heard it so many times I don't need to hear it multiple times every summer now. It's one of my go-to songs to perform when I do live gigs, but, you know, I've heard it so many times in my life. I heard it for the first time a couple weeks ago, enjoyed it for the first time in I don't know how long. I just don't need to hear this song as much as I had at one point, and now it's one of those Jimmy Buffett songs that you always hear. I mean, let's bring out Fins, let's bring out Volcano, let's bring out Cheeseburger in Paradise. Hell, let's even pull out the song Let's Get Drunk. But, well, you wouldn't hear Let's Get Drunk on the radio, but anyway. Now 5 songs you don't get sick of no matter how many times you hear it. This is one that I have to counteract David on because this is one that he can't stand anymore, but I still love it just as much, and it would be Journey's Don't Stop Believin'. You know, it's one of those songs that I just get up and dance and have a grand old time. I understand where people would be sick of it at this point, but for me personally, I love it still. You've heard me talk about this artist, and you've heard me talk about this album that it's on. And, you know, I just didn't pull out that album. I pulled the song out on a different album because I want to try to change things up, show different things. So this is the Grammys 2020 CD that came out for, you guessed it, 2020 Grammy Awards. The song by Billie Eilish, Bad Guy. There are people who are already sick of that song, and I understand. It's played a lot, but I love it still. And that's actually the first song on this Grammy CD. And, well, she won 4 awards in the Grammys this past year, so she's doing something right. This isn't one that you hear too regularly anymore, but back in the day, you heard it all the time. I pulled out the wrong CD for this, so I'll just talk about a different song. I intended to pull out Lady Gaga's Born This Way to talk about Edge of Glory, but I realized that I pulled out the Fame Monster, but the Fame Monster holds true with the same thing with the song Bad Romance. I can't get sick of that song. Bad Romance is fantastic. So, I don't get sick of it. A different comp. Now, that's what I call Music 34. I have most of these Now series through like 63. Past that, I think I kind of died down a little bit. Don't have as many of them, of the modern ones, but Now 34, this was my first Now CD I got. I got this in 8th grade, and I played the living crap out of this album. I'm surprised it still plays. But the song on here, because I only own it on this album, I don't own it on any other format, but I'm trying to get it, would be B.O.B. featuring Bruno Mars' song Nothing on You. That song never got old to me, never has, probably never will. And I always like how they have those cool designs on the CD for the Now That's What I Call Music. That one has like all these hot air balloons. They all have some sort of cool artwork on them. So B.O.B.'s Nothing on You. And last but certainly not least, we got Green Day with the song 21 Guns. I love it. A lot of people don't like this album, and I don't understand why. But 21 Guns was the big hit off this one. And it got the living crap played out of it back in, I think this was 2009 too. Yes, it was. But I didn't get sick of it, and I love it. Notice how I tried to choose songs that mainly came out when I experienced them coming out for the ones I don't get sick of, because I could actually experience those when they were on the radio. And Don't Stop Believin' and Margaritaville and Every Breath I Take. All of those songs I hear all the time on radio too. I just wasn't around when they came out, but they get old. So the other ones, for some people, might too. But that's my entry, Dave. I look forward to you hitting 300 subscribers. If you don't know who David is, check him out. Links below. Thank you guys for watching. Keep on spinning that wax, and I'll see you in the next vinyl record video.